Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. Up next, it's our main event between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. Spencer Schrader is going to have the honor of getting us started. And here we go from Indy. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Looks like the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker,
yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Now here's Lamar. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had the balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Lamar back to throw.
Oh my God.
They hit just too much. Forced it out of his hands, incomplete. Now they're facing a 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
We'll get it at the 9. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
At their own 16-yard line.
I don't fucking get it.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Jones. Taken in by Downs, left side. And they get him down after a gain of 10. A great effort on his part. Pays off with the 1st down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Jones to throw. Down the field, he's got Pierce. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield.
And the Colts, 1st down. and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing here, Jones. Another one complete to Pierce. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7.
Pierce. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. Left side into the hands of Warren. They manage about 9 before a stop is made. And it's going to be 1st down at Indianapolis.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw, here's Jones. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. Taken down finally to curtail the damage, but still 22 yards on that pickup. And that's going to be good for a Colts 1st down. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Jones now on 1st, and that last throw makes him a perfect 5 for 5 to begin this game. On the draw, this is Taylor. And he's going to be stopped a few yards from the end zone, just a couple from what would have been 1st and goal. Offense to the line fast.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jones now on 2nd down. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the 1st and goal.
Just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a 1st down.
Jones running sneak. He's stopped, and I think technically this is going to go as a loss on the play, Brock, but that's still right on the edge of the goal line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 1-yard line.
Taylor does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, he's not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Third and goal for Jones. And he cannot bring it in. They've now arrived at 4th and goal. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slate, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away.
Quick pass left side.
Oh, come on, dude.
Touchdown, Colts. Keenan Allen on the 12th play of that series. Spencer Schrader on now for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
7. Ravens, nothing. Spencer Schrader is the
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. Finding Flowers. And he's got out a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
A gain of 14. First down, Ravens.
Here's Lamar. Headed out right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He's going to be hit there, and they're going to take him out of bounds after a gain of 11. And that is good for a Baltimore first down. Looking to throw, Jackson. Rushes right there, she releases it. It goes nowhere near the target. Looking to avoid a sack there. Get a second down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Now second down throw for Jackson.
Oh my god, dude. I don't get this. This shit is just like, I threw it too hard. Oh my god.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Now it's Jackson. And that throws incomplete. It looked like he had it until
Bro, my offense is getting killed, bro.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. Jackson to throw it.
That's so weak, bro. That's so fucking weak, bro. I shouldn't have did that route. Oh.
And they're going to score. Pick 6, Indianapolis.
Huh.
PAT effort coming up. Send right down the middle and good. And they now lead by 14 points.
14. Ravens nothing. Spencer Schrader to kick off for Indianapolis.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Out of bounds he goes, following a gain of about 11. And that's going to bring up a Ravens first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Here's Jackson to throw. Rushes right there as he releases it. And it goes nowhere near the target. Looking to avoid a sack there, Brock. Get a second down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson looking to throw. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing on second. Lamar. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's keeping it again. Hit there, driven out of bounds. Gain of about 8 before it. That's going to set up a Ravens first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. He's under pressure and he's not going to get away. And he takes it down at the 30.
Man, I'm sorry.
Now the Ravens are going to
I don't know what the fuck is that.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I don't know if it's on me today. I got too much on my mind. I don't know if I like the position right now.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Things a bit tougher following that penalty. Here's 2nd and 15. Trying again following the sack. Jackson. He's under pressure again, and they hit him on the throw. Pass not going anywhere as a result. Rush forces 3rd down.
Each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Jackson throwing here.
You gotta catch that, bro. You gotta catch that, dude.
At this level, so much speed and length, you gotta be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
On 4th now, on comes Tyler Luke, gonna try his field goal for the Ravens. This, 42 yards from the right half. Luke knocks it through, and that gets him back to within 11.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick. To have that confidence built, that's important.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return starts at the 3. Good work so far. He's got room. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
All right, I got to get some practice after this, man.
First down, partner, from the 45. They go again with Taylor. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its 2nd.
Yeah, after this, I'm going to get some practice. A lot of practice online.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Jones looking to throw. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. 6 for them to figure out now. Now Jones. Has it downfield, working the left. Stop finally made, but well downfield. Picked up about 24 before it. And that is a Colts first down. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And the Colts
Man.
the kick.
Onside kick is recovered by the Colts.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. Starting the third with Taylor. And a good gain here. 11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up the first. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
First down, and they go right back to it. Cuts right. It's an Indianapolis touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Setting up to try the point after. Solid effort there as this one goes through. And the lead now up to 18 points.
21. Ravens 3. Spencer Schrader to kick off for
The
Indianapolis.
Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more.
Oh, fucking A, dude.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself, and they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
This is Henry on second. Stop is made after
All right. I'm just working the playbook now, man. I'm sorry, guys. Not my best outing. I'm going to lock in. I'm going to get some practice the next week. And before the season starts, we're going to be back to regular.
There is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's Lamar. Complete Derrick Henry. Still has some space inside.
There we go.
Gets it to the 15.
There we go.
Dive in.
Let's get an onside kick opportunity.
Complete to
Derrick Henry going half the field, 50 yards.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
Lamar on the offense staying out there, Brock. They're trying for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. That one falls incomplete, though we do have a flag that we've got to check out first. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. right, now comes another opportunity to convert for 2. Lamar now from the gun. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit.
21, Ravens 11.
Maybe a little panic here. Maybe they feel like they have to. Down 2 scores. Look at this. Lining up for the onside kick here in the 3rd. And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the 3rd quarter. Hold it, you dumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did he say no?
No. No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
Going with the screen to Taylor. And they're going to corral him out of bounds here. To give him about 6 yards on that play.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4. On the counter, it's Taylor. Has a lane inside the 25. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down Colts.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing here, Jones. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from this man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released, and that sure altered the throw.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. From the gun, Taylor. And he barrels across.
Oh, come on. I got to hold on, bro.
He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle could mean a touchdown.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Back now, pressure coming. That pass pulled in by Henry. And he's out of bounds. The flag is out as well, but the offense looking pretty confident that it's on the defense here. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. First down from the 42. Now it's Lamar. Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. And they make the stop, I'm going to say about the 37-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here.
37-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second down, here's Lamar. Bails out of the pocket quick. Going deep here for the end zone. And that's a touchdown, at least for the moment, Brock. But there's a flag out there. I think that they might wipe this one away. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. And time runs out before we can get another snap here in this third quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Start of the fourth here. It is going to be 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw, Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He's going to run for it. He's going to have about 9 yards, it looks like, as he's forced towards that sideline. And that is good for a Baltimore first down.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Here's Lamar. They left him wide open. It's complete.
Oh, yeah.
Has some room to work. It's a Baltimore touchdown.
Complete to Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore.
That is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And lead now down to 10.
Ravens 18.
That lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On the return, here's Doolin. Showing a little burst so far. He manages the 35 before they can stop him.
35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Here's Jones to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete, 2nd down.
There's certain markers as a quarterback, as an offense efficiency-wise. You know if you hit, you're going to have a great chance to win. This lead is built in many ways on this guy's efficiency today. His completion percentage off the charts. That's just the 3rd incompletion all game.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Jones. Right side. This is caught by Taylor. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Didn't get all they wanted out of that last play, so now they've got 3rd and 8. Jones now to throw. And with good awareness, he slides down just ahead of that 1st down marker.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
By a man, he's in the clear. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And it's going to be 1st down to Indianapolis.
Kind of just feel it, don't you?
Oh, come on, hurry up. Fuck.
Just keep leaning on that somebody who has
God damn.
and made the most of every one of his touches throughout.
So 1st down from the 41. connection on the other end there. Incompletion sets up second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. They're going to pass it here. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. And Dillon slides down with enough to move those chains.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Colts.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense